Well, hello, everyone. We are live. We are live. Welcome and thank you for joining on our version of I Love the 90s. The year is 1998, a jam-packed year, a lot of crazy goodness. But as always, I can't do that without the crew. Phenom 202, what say you?
Phenom 202, DDA representative. 98 was a great year. Great year. I was able to buy liquor for the first time. Let's get it, yo. Let's get it.
Yo, what up, everybody? The boys back, man. Before we jump into this 1998, man, I got a little story. Can I do a story time, man?
Of course, yo.
And I already told y'all this, yo. This is good. I'm here with the family, what have you. Is it okay if I get a little personal?
Of course, yo.
All right.
Please share.
So I'm getting up there in age. I got 2 kids already. I live in a state that has like some crazy laws coming about, so to speak, as far as like Roe v. Wade and all that. And I'm not even getting into that debate because who knows what happened. Like I'm old. I mean, not old, but it's absolutely we ain't having no abortions, no church shit like that. But I don't need no fascists in that. But either way, I'm going ahead and decide to get snipped, yo. So boom.
Really?
Yes, sir. Vasectomy Ollie is here. But this is the crazy
club, baby.
So this shit was before the 4th. And this have to be one of the craziest experiences ever in my life. You wanna know why, yo? So I'm laying on the table, boom, boom.
You was a woke?
Yeah.
You was what?
Yeah, they did some local anesthesia type shit down there. Yeah, down there, boom, boom. So I'm like, yo, I'm just staring at the ceiling. The doctors and the nurse, they're doing what they're doing. But so funny is, I mean, the doctor just got like my balls in his hands or whatever. Yeah. He's like, so what you doing for the 4th? What you doing for the 4th? Like snip. I'm like, family. He's like, snip. I'm like, yo. And then on top of that, yo, I mean, the man has my genitalia in his hands, yo. I can't look a man in his eyes while he's holding my genitalia. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to look down anyway because I couldn't really see, but I won't look up because I ain't trying to see no blood down there. But on top of that, man, the man is holding my genitalia, talking to me, and I'm like, yo, I can't look at you in your face. Why you doing this, man? Like, just let me be.
Wow.
Do your job. Let me get the hell up out of here. Yo. That shit was so funniest. I mean, it wasn't funny, but it was funny. Like, I was like,
no, they be talking to each other and everything.
They like,
you just laying there.
Yeah, you just laying there. Yeah, him and the nurse like, yeah, little Jimmy had the baseball game. I'm like, yo. First off, I mean, it's
I need you to concentrate.
Yeah, but yes, that's what I'm like, yo. Don't talk. I don't need no slip. Like, you know what I mean? I sneeze. Oh, my bad. Like, no, bro. Like, concentrate.
Dog, my 20th anniversary will be next year. Bro, that experience. I'll say one thing. I still got PTSD from that damn needle. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I feel that needle.
Yo, I know when the first little slice, whatever the fuck. I felt. I was like, "Oh," he was like, "Yo, don't." He was like, "Yeah, don't move." I was like, "Yo," he was like, "Yeah, maybe we need to add a little bit more." And like, they put some more anesthesia down there. But I was like, "Yo," he was like, "Yo, don't move." I was like, "What are you talking about? Don't move, man. You dicing and cutting and motherfucking like."
Thank you.
Hell, crazy, man, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Yo, so we got a couple of comments here. Chicago Cubs said. The SB, I don't know what the SB is.
Yeah, Chicago. You don't have to break that down.
You got to explain what that is.
And I hate to say he grabbed all types of body parts that only my wife
feel a little pressure.
Yeah, that was his favorite word. He did say that. He was like, "You don't feel a little pressure." Sweaty balls.
Ripping up my intestine right now, yo.
That's what. No, they won't sweaty because I had to clean before I got there, and then they did a second cleaning when I got there. It was like, I guess there was like, yo, in case y'all
don't trust you.
Motherfuckers do whatever. Like, we don't do this again. But yeah, it was crazy, man. It was whoo.
Yeah,
that's all
funny,
I can say. But it's go ahead, Corey. My bad.
Well, thank you, Vince. I saw your comment. I appreciate it because I was patting the beard for a second, so I appreciate that.
Corey being vain.
But Ali, I'm glad you made it through, man. I'm glad you made it through.
Yeah, that was tough.
He literally has your life in his hands. I mean, at that moment.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Well, look, let's go ahead and get going here. This is the highlights of 1998, and look, there's going to be more, but as you guys know, hey, we're going to enjoy going down the road here, so let's get to it, man. The highlights of 1998. The first thing, one of the top movies of 1998 is Armageddon. This was a blockbuster disaster film starring Bruce Willis, Ben Affleck, and Liv Tyler, and it became a blockbuster hit and really set the new standard for disaster movies. And we can't forget to mention that the theme song of this movie, I Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith, became a big hit as well, which that was a big song. But look, I know you guys seen Armageddon. What are your thoughts about this movie, man?
I would say this. I don't understand why people hated on Armageddon so much now. When it came out, that shit was good as hell. I still like the movie. But people too. Was like thinking it's not a great movie. No, it's a good movie. It was funny. It was dramatic.
Yeah,
all that stuff. Bruce Willis.
It had good effects, I mean,
about to cry.
Yeah, true. I really enjoyed the movie. Just seeing all these band of misfit of this motley crew of deep sea crew seamen, like they diggers. I mean, they
can't talk about semen after.
Oh Lord,
that's what we don't avoid the word semen for the rest of this pod.
So I thought it was a great movie, man. I thought it was a great movie. And it really did set the stage because after this movie, it was like every other disaster movie started coming out after that, like Deep Impact and The Days After Tomorrow. And what's that one of 2020? They were
2011.
Stop. 2011.
That was the ice. Was that the ice one?
Yeah, that was something.
Day After Tomorrow was the ice one.
Yeah, The Day After Tomorrow was the ice one. I didn't really like that. A lot of issues with that one. But Ali, man, what are your thoughts on Armageddon, man? Were you a big fan of this movie, or did you not really enjoy it?
No, I definitely enjoyed it when it came out. I mean, it was exciting. Boy, I mean, when you think about the plot, that's the only thing. Maybe that's why people hate on it. But at the time, I didn't care. Honestly, when I watched it now, I don't care. I mean, the plot is a little crazy. Like, we don't land on this asteroid and dig down deep and blow this motherfucker up. But just in general, I mean, any type of ragtag crew that gets together. And then to call them ragtag because they all had lots of talent, but it's almost like an Ocean's 11 type of shit, or like I always love a heist movie, but just whenever you get the group together, boom, boom, everybody has a little skill. You go do the job. It's always good, man. So shout out to fucking Armageddon and that damn song. They played it all day long, all day, all day long.
They played it all day long. Yeah, Urethra, that song was so played out back in the day, but in hindsight, it was a good song. It is a really good song. Yeah, it's a good song.
Yeah,
it's funny though. When they kind of made these people like they had demands before they went out there. One dude, I don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah. But for real,
that's a hell of a demand. That's a good one.
I thought the demands was kind of light. I'm like, we about to save the fucking planet. Fuck
and might not come back.
I'm about to save the planet.
Yeah, true.
When I come back, I need everything. Like, I just need a card. Just give me not a black card. I don't even know what to call. Like, I just need some special titanium uranium card where I just do whatever. Like, never again. I'll just swipe this bitch everywhere. I ain't paying for nothing ever again, I saved the planet. Like,
that's true. That was a risky mission. Yeah, it was good though. I guess the only thing about the movie that I didn't think made sense, but I just went with it because the movie was so good, is when they detonated the nuclear blast, the meteorite split in two halves like that. and just miss the Earth. Like that wouldn't happen in real life. The asteroid would blow up in 1,000 pieces. But it's the movie, so it is what it is.
One other thing that was funny, shout out to Retro Man, Steve Buscemi. I can't say his name, but I know from Board. We was riding the new. It was hilarious, yo.
Yes. He's a hilarious guy, man. In every movie he's in, he's a character. Yeah. Well, they were trying to save the world in a movie, but this was a particular movie that. Okay, go ahead, Alan.
Well, you already swapped the picture. I was gonna tell you, don't add it to the stage. Swap the picture. We had the same conversation every week, but it's all good.
So this movie, Saving Private Ryan, came out in 1998. Wow. This was directed by Steven Spielberg. It was a World War II film, critically acclaimed for its realistic, intense portrayal of combat. This is just a small photo. I really couldn't give much more than this because this beginning scene is really intense. But shout out to Steven Spielberg for giving such a realistic portrayal of this D-Day invasion. And this is the particular scene with Tom Hanks. And this became one of the highest grossing movies of the year. And this is considered a modern classic. What are your thoughts about Saving Private Ryan? Did it get you in the feels, man, watching this part? Because I knew it was going to be a war movie. But when this beginning happened, I didn't expect it to be like that. It was mind-blowing how intense it was right out the gate. What are your thoughts on it, Phoenix?
I fashion myself an amateur historian. So, I always look at World War II, all type of stuff, history-wise. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I was in my fields because it kind of depicted what happened during war. Like this scene right here, like they go on the boat. Some of them ain't gonna come back.
Half of y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna make it to saying. Like, fuck it, ain't coming back. You ain't gonna make it there. Like you be making it.
Some of them got shot right then inside from the bullets.
That's how war
as soon as they open
like,
the gate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I hate to be the person standing in the front. You hear the bullets pinging off the boat and open up, and you're done.
Yeah, scary.
I would say this about the movie though, just not the actual movie, but Steven Spielberg is one of the best producers, directors, geniuses ever. And I appreciate his camera work because he really captured war at this time. I mean, you go back and look at Platoon, you can look at all the older war movies. They were good, but I think this one was revolutionary.
Yeah, it was very revolutionary how he worked the camera to make you feel like you were literally on the beach looking with your own eyes at all this different stuff that was happening around you. It was fantastic the way it was shot.
And it set the stage for like Dunkirk. You know what I'm saying? Those type of
fire is definitely
great movie. Dunkirk. Wow, yes. Yeah. That's a good movie.
And I mean, go ahead. I mean, Private Ryan's definitely got, it's got one of my goats in it. Tom Hanks doing this thing. Mm-hmm. And this let me know that when they be like, yo, all young folks ain't built like us back in the day. No, I wasn't, brother. Nope. Honestly, I'm an asshole, man. I'm just gonna say it. Like if that's the mission, like when they be like, yo, the mission, you gotta go get him because I gotta go where and say who? Like,
that was the suicide mission. It really was.
I'm good. I'm good. Like,
yeah, they had to go
back then. That's what war was about, though, because back then it was just like they didn't go as smart as it is now. Like we don't lose as many people in war as we did back in the day.
Yeah, I mean back then it was really just about numbers. It was like, we just don't rush this beach. Yeah, but, I mean, just the mission itself, it's like, you got to go all the way here behind here to tell him, just to bring him back because his brother died. I'm like, you know what
I know. It was a suicide mission. No lie.
I'm good at math, sir. Like, let me motherfucking solve some codes. Like,
no lie. It was a suicide mission. Yeah. And one thing that I really like too that it depicted, and we're going to move on to something else a little lighter after this, but Tom Hanks was a leader.
It's real. It's real.
No, y'all got too much. Y'all keep having me having flashbacks.
I know, yo.
When I was talking about, yo.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Yo, y'all got me having flashbacks of this traumatic event that I just went through.
All private, yo.
Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, yo, when you watch this live after it's over, go back and watch the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, heroin story.
I thought that was the name of a porno for a second.
It is.
Definitely.
It is.
It definitely. Shit.
It is.
It is. Okay, because I can see that being the name of a porno.
He did tell us he was a historian.
I was. All cinematic masterpieces, yo.
Hey, man, Debbie Does Dallas. There we go. Well, on a much lighter note, here we go. Getting to some movie that is really great. I'm not even gonna lie. I really love this movie. Lighter movie.
You don't have to add it to the stage. We'll go through some one. Just set it up in the background. Boom. And when you're ready, bang, shoot off. That's how my girl tell me. She like my lady.
Here we go. Something about Mary.
She like, yo, when you're ready, you gotta warm me up. And then when you're ready,
this movie was comedy gold, man. A comedy hit starring Cameron Diaz, Ben Stiller, and Matt Dillon, known for his outrageous humor. This movie set the stage in the late 90s of a lot of crazy comedy stuff coming later. And this film is iconic. This scene in particular, the hair gel scene, the quote unquote hair gel scene, is definitely remained ingrained in pop culture. I didn't even watch this movie when it came out in the movie theater. I want to catch and get later when it came out on DVD. And I remember people kept telling me, yo, this movie is funny as shit. You got to watch Something About Mary. So I'm glad I did. Fucking hilarious, man. Ben Stiller, that scene with Franks and Beans. Yeah. I mean, if you watch Something About Mary, you know what I'm talking about.
In his earmuffs.
Yes. But this hair gel scene, when I saw that, cried laughing because I didn't expect that. But anyway, Something About Mary, man. What are you guys' thoughts?
I got a story behind this because this was my first date with my wife. First date. That's how long we've been together. You know what I'm saying? We just celebrated our 23rd anniversary Sunday. But we've been together since 1998.
Throwbacks.
You know what I'm saying? We saw this at Norfolk Naval Base.
Oh, damn. Yo, I remember that thing. You had to go to Norfolk Naval Base. You used to ride down Hampton Boulevard. Yeah, I watched well, I'll let you go. I'll say this for another year because I got a good. When did Love and Basketball come out? That didn't come out in '98, did it?
That came out earlier than that.
Might have.
Oh, well, my bad.
But now, this movie, as far as the movie goes, this scene right here with the hair gel when he opened it, he tried to rub one out before the date, so he would last longer. And he opened the door, and she like, "Oh, you got some hair gel on your ear." He took it off and started rubbing it there.
The funny thing, he was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Huh?"
It was just dangling from his ear.
And he turned around and was dangling off his ear.
It was disgusting. But the movie was good all the way. It had a lot of good characters. I like the premise of the movie. Everybody's vying for Mary because it's something about her that everybody just gravitates. There was a lot of dirty macking going on.
Oh, yeah. Matt
Dillon act like a cripple. Trying to win her over.
Yeah.
Good movie, man.
Yeah, great movie.
No, definitely. The movie was hilarious, yo. This kind of put me on to what's his name? Who's the main character?
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Oh, Ben Stiller funny. You know what I mean? Yeah, he had a run. He definitely had a nice run. So yeah, it's been a minute. I need to go revisit this.
Man, Something About Mary is a classic. Yeah, Ben Stiller definitely had a run. This put me on a Ben Stiller as well because after this, I mean, he's doing a lot of stuff in the late 90s into the mid 2000s. Man, he set himself up with this one. Funny.
So I'm asking you a question. There's only one correct answer to it, but what's your favorite Ben Stiller movie or character?
My favorite Ben Stiller movie is Meet the Parents. Meet the Parents. I love Meet the Parents or Meet the Fockers. Either those two go hand in hand for me.
I'm not doing shit on you, Corey.
Yeah,
those are good movies. Those are good movies, but
favorite one
and character Zoolander. It's got to be Zoolander. I don't care. Maybe Phenom. I don't care what you say. Phenom. Zoolander is the motherfucker. Go ahead.
Zoolander's good.
I get that 1B. But Zoolander with the blue steel, it was up there, but it's White Goodman from Dodgeball.
What's that?
Dodgeball, White Goodman, yo.
Oh yeah, he was funny in that
story. Yeah. Dodgeball is good.
Dodgeball
was great, yo. That shit ain't good. That shit is.
He had his team, Shorty, with the big ass eyebrows and shit.
Yeah, he was like really into bodybuilding and all that. I mean,
with the blue suits.
Yeah,
I'm mad y'all ain't Somebody
No,
in the chat.
Zoolander's great. I mean, Will Ferrell's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Zoolander's had the gas.
I don't know. I'm not saying Zoolander's not good, but I don't know. I just think Meet the Parents is just, I don't know. Meet the Parents is funny to me though.
I just did my Blue Steel. I ain't get no love from the chat,
Nah, man, I don't know nothing about that Blue Steel, man. Ain't gone.
I can't even. That was the movie. Blue Steel, yo.
Blue Steel. Oh. He did that look, He was on fire,
Yeah, that was the look. I mean, I don't know. But anyway.
Meet the Parents is good. Meet the Fockers was good, all that.
Yeah.
I mean, all his movies were good, so shout out to Ben Stiller.
So going on to another movie that did well in 1998. Here we go. Rush Hour, man. Crushed it in 1998. Starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. Became a major hit due to his blend of martial arts and comedy and the chemistry between these two leads, man. I would definitely say that this film popularized the buddy cop genre in the late 90s into the 2000s. And of course, after this movie came out, it was such a hit that they wanted having 2 more sequels. And I also would say that this brought Jackie Chan's martial arts to a whole nother new audience, because Jackie Chan has been out a while doing martial arts, but this brought it to a whole new generation that didn't really know who Jackie Chan was. And I thought the blend of these two guys was perfect, yo. I loved Rush Hour, huge hit, and I'm glad they did a couple more. Phoenix, what about you, brother?
So a story behind this one too. When me and my wife went to go see Something About Mary, we were supposed to go see Rush Hour, but it was sold out. So I was like, let's buy these tickets for Something About Mary and let's go sneak in and watch Rush Hour. She wasn't with it at the time. No. But now she's with it. She do anything. She ride or die, yo. So let's get it. But I'm gonna say something that might not be as popular as people think. I think the Rush Hour franchise is better than the Bad Boys franchise, yo.
I can go with that. Yes, absolutely.
That's not a bad take.
I think these movies are funny.
Yeah.
I think the storylines are good. I think the chemistry is good. I think Chris Tucker's in his element. And I'm not gonna push back on what you said, Corey. I'm gonna add on to it. I think Jackie Chan was already famous like in the 90s before that, because he came out with Rumble in the Bronx. Everybody saw that shit. Yeah. Then he had a couple other martial art movies, but I think this took him to a comedic level. We never seen him in this way. You know what I'm saying? As far as at the beginning, he didn't say nothing to Chris Tucker. He let Chris Tucker do all the talking.
That's true. That's true.
And then when he finally spoke,
I agree with you. It definitely took him to another level. It really did. It really did. And another level that he had never even been in before. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah, of course, he makes his appearance once every episode. But no, you're right. I mean, I'm with Corey on this because actually it's crazy. I saw Rumble out of all the movies you see in the theater, y'all. I saw Rumble in the Bronx in the theater.
I saw it in the theater too.
I was like, what the hell? Because back then they made all the games look so corny, and it was like whatever. I think was that even made in China? I don't even know.
No, I think it was made in New York. Actually.
Oh, I mean, I'm talking about the production behind it, the company, like, because it was horrible.
But the fight,
great fight scenes, like fight scenes. But I'm with Corey, like this definitely like took Jackie Chan to a whole nother level, like. And I'm not mad. Like I said, I'm not mad at your take. It might be better than the franchise.
I can agree with that.
This franchise is better than Bad Boys. Mm-hmm. I mean, Chris Tucker was like, he had a nice little run during this time, and these movies did numbers, and it was funny. Sometimes, I got the mumble mouth myself, so sometimes I got to do with Chris Tucker. Like, do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? You know what I mean? So I was with him, It's funny as fuck, and I mean it's a good movie, and all three of them are decent.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Number 2 was really. I think 1 and 2 were really good. I think
good. 3 was good. It was good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it's hard to keep that up for so long. But honestly, if they were to come back and do another Rush Hour, it will blow up. It will blow up.
I think the pressure's on, man.
They said they were trying, but
Jackie Chan may not be able to do all the stunts he did, but it could work.
No, I watched. I seen this they had this documentary about the school that Jackie Chan went to, yo, and a lot of motherfuckers that have been in movies went to the school.
Mm-hmm. I saw the documentary.
Yeah, it's like it's a school, Corey, where I mean they go there, they do martial arts, but it's like to learn for entertainment, like for like movies and shit. And they go there young, and they had these motherfuckers doing the craziest shit on earth. Like you go there, like you live there. It's like a school, and you live there. That's why he can do all his own stunts to do. They had these motherfuckers doing all types of like craziness at a young age, all the way up. Because I can't think of the big man's name.
Bolo.
Yeah, Bolo was there, but the other kind of fat dude that be in all the not kind of he was fat.
I know you're talking about,
but. I mean, I'm no fuck his name up, even if I didn't know it, yo. But either way, like they all are like it's like a whole bunch of people you see in these movies. You're like, oh, I know him. Like they all went to this one school, like this performing arts school / martial arts school. You know what I mean? And they learned how to do all the stuff, like boom. And then they learned how to do all the stunts, and it was crazy though, because it was like how they send cats away to like in Europe, like for soccer or some shit, when you like 12, you go to a academy all across the country. Like that's what they send all these motherfuckers to this academy, and that shit pumped out stars.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't
know about that.
Sammo Hung is the dude.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. And somebody had.
Yeah.
Shout out to
who you talk about.
Chicago. He brought it up. Yeah, because dude, he been in a whole bunch of movies. Like he been in a whole bunch of movies, but they all went to the same school. It's a cool ass documentary.
I gotta check that out. Don't know who the guy is, but I gotta check it out. I'm sure I've seen him if he's been in martial arts.
Once you see his face, you'll know. Yeah, once you see his face, you'll be like, oh yeah, of course. Right.
Okay. All right, cool. Look, we're gonna get into another movie here. Keep it rolling, man. Keep it rolling. Blade. Here we go. Blade. That was a huge movie in 1998. I'm sorry. But the reason why I'm putting Blade here is not because it was at the top of like it received the most grossing movie, but it was a box office success for what it did. It's often credited with revitalizing the superhero genre in Hollywood because if y'all remember prior to this, superhero movies were total shit. But Blade really took a realistic approach of making superhero movies, and it's one of the few successful adaptations. And once Blade came out, it really set the stage. If anybody doesn't know, Blade demonstrated that comic book movies could be dark, gritty, and aimed at adult audiences and be successful at the box office. And it paved the way for the future movies that we saw after Blade, which came the following year, which was X-Men, and then a few years after that, Spider-Man, and eventually the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I got to give a big shout out to Blade, because if Blade did not come out in 1998, we possibly would not have studios think, maybe we can really make some serious comic book movies. And we all know what has happened since then. So shout out to Blade, man. And I fucking love this movie. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fantastic. Phoenix, man, what are your thoughts on Blade?
Yeah, I think the nemesis was Stephen Dorff. I think that's his name.
Dorff, yeah, that's
a vampire. Yeah, I think his name was Stephen Dorff. But no, it was a great movie. I'm gonna say this though. Wesley Snipes, like, people don't understand. Like, when you say superhero, I think he's an anti-hero more than a superhero. But like, there's a thing called, come on, Vice TV. I think I put you on too. I told you about it, Corey. They broke down the Marvel stuff and how Marvel was taking so much. And then they was like, we'll throw this Blade out here, see what it do, and it did super numbers. Yeah, and Wesley Snipes talk about it all the time. He don't get his flowers for that.
He doesn't. A lot of people look at the X-Men franchise as the one that started it, but it wasn't. Blade was the one that started it, and it made the studios think, okay, what can you do with X-Men? And they gave it to Bryan Singer, and then the rest. But Blade was the linchpin that started it all. Yeah, he don't get his flowers for that. You're right. He doesn't.
Yeah, Blade's definitely fire too. All of them pretty good, to be honest with you. Like, it's not really a bad Blade movie, So Wesley did this thing, and what you made that face with?
Blade Trinity, one? I don't think was. It could have been better.
Who was that? That's the one with Ryan Reynolds in it. Yeah, I thought he was funny. I thought he was funny in the joint with the dog, all that shit.
I don't think it was bad. No,
I like it, yo. I like it a lot. I like a lot of corny shit, so it could be bad, like honestly. But no, I thought all three of the Blades were good. But you're right, it definitely set up to like superhero franchises. I know they're trying to come out with it again. I'm a little hesitant, especially they're gonna stop started so much. I'm like, yo, just leave it alone.
Yeah, Mahershala Ali supposed to be he was.
Yeah, he was, but I don't know.
But he's gonna age out by the time they finally figure it out.
Yeah, so I hope honestly at this point they just need to just leave it alone. Let Blade be Blade, and everybody be happy.
Yeah, Wesley Snipes is Blade. You're going to have. I mean, I think Mahershala Ali would have done great, but at this time, you're right. They've been stopping, trying to find a director and a writer. Dude, going to be 58 by the time they figure it out. So it's like just leave it alone and not even worry about it anymore.
Yeah.
Before we move on to memorable videos and songs, are there any other movies that you can guys think of?
There's a whole bunch of movies. Before we go to the movies, I definitely want to do my justice to give Wesley Snipes some flowers.
Oh yeah, let's do it, man.
We talk about Eddie Murphy, about how he was a king in the 80s. Wesley Snipes, he was in Major League, King of New York, Mo Better Blues, New Jack City, Jungle Fever, White Man Can't Jump, Passenger 57, Rising Sun, Demolition Man, Sugar Hill, Tu Wong Fu, Money Train, Wait to Exhale, The Fan. These all 1990s. Murder at 1600, U.S. Marshals, which came out in 98.
That was a good
movie. And Blade and Play It to the Bone. He did all these movies in the 90s.
In the 90s, yo, he was on a run. 57 is really good too. Actually, a lot of those movies you named are really good. Damn, Wesley Snipes, I would say he the man of the 90s, man. I got it. Damn.
Yeah, well, but there are some good movies. I'm gonna throw out one of this movie. I just saw it. My bad. Good Will Hunting.
I've never seen Good Will Hunting.
You've never seen Good Will Hunting?
That came out in 98?
I've never seen Good Will Hunting, but I know they won an Oscar for it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. It's funny because I was going to say another movie with my boy Matt Damon in 98. Rounders. Shit. Rounders had me wanting to be out there playing poker and doing all types of shit. I'm like,
Rounders is good.
And it's got my man when they used to go into his brain and go to a whole nother world where you could be him. Malkovich.
John Malkovich.
Yeah, you could be John Malkovich for a day. But Rounders was fire for sure.
The Water Boy came out in 1990. Hey, mama. Water Boy.
I just want to play some foosball.
Love Water Boy, yo. That movie.
My mama said.
My mama said, yeah, man. This Bobby Boucher was his name. Bobby Boucher, man.
Yeah, Bobby Boucher. Crazy.
They were teasing him because he was the water boy and he wanted to make sure he had the right pH balance of the H2O.
He had to water down to
high quality H2O, yo. That's what he was trying to
high quality H2O.
Love Water Boy. That movie's always going to be a go-to. It'll come on TV. You're going to stop and watch
one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah, it is.
One of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, and you got the guy from the Fonz. He's really good in there. He has a lot of good comedic timing, and he was the coach. And God, I can't remember the other guy. The one guy that plays Deuce Bigelow eventually, he's in it.
Rob
I can't remember his name. Yeah. Another great movie that came out. I'm assuming you're right, Misty. Enemy of the State, man.
Yeah, Will Smith.
Will Smith
was a good movie, man. That movie had my mind thinking, like, what the fuck? The stuff I never thought about, like the government can tap into.
It's shutting down all your stuff. Credit cards.
Enemy of the State was so good.
I used to pass where they shot like the lingerie scene when he was running through the streets in DC. I used to work there.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy, yo.
I love that movie.
2 movies, serious or funny? Which one y'all want to do?
Serious or funny?
Okay, serious and funny.
Serious. American History X, yo. Like, this movie is motherfucking.
I watched that shit last week.
Oh, for real? Yo, when they did, I had never heard of the curb stomp. And every time I even think of it, yo, my shit gets yo, that has to be one of the craziest. I had never heard of it until I saw this movie, and after it, and if I ever heard anybody say that shit, I was like, yo, this has got to be the nastiest, craziest shit ever, yo.
Yeah. That scene was tough to watch, man. It really was.
But that
movie was kind of hard to watch, man.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah,
but it's a good movie though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to watch, but it's a good movie. Like,
Edward Norton played the hell out of that role.
Yeah, he did. That the subject matter is beyond, like crazy and serious.
Yeah,
but it's a good movie, but so cringe at this. I don't mean cringe in the bad way. It's just like cringe, like it make you feel something. Like every time, all types.
They ain't cut away when they did it. That's the thing. It was right there in the movie. Didn't. But it shows you like Edward Norton, his character was Derek. I think that was his name. But when he was in jail and he was trying to break away from the Aryan Nation because he saw they really weren't about the cause, it was about the money. Because they was dealing drugs to different people. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when he got out the game, they put it on him in the shower. That scene was kind of like his curb stop scene when I saw that shit.
That's just crazy.
Well, I mean,
it was. Go ahead, man. It's hard to even explain how the movie is because it's
not for the faint of heart, yo.
Yeah, it's definitely not for the faint of heart.
All right, what's the funny movie, yo?
And also, it's not for the faint of heart. For some people, don't grab your pearls, yo. Players Club.
Oh yeah.
Don't make that money. No, what's it? Make that money. Don't let that money make you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Players Club, classic movie. Ice Cube, motherfucker Jamie Foxx, and introduced the world to Lisa Ray. Yes. I don't know if she was out before that, but this is the first time I saw.
This was her first movie.
Lisa Ray was on top of the world for a good 6 months. She could have did anything.
She could do no wrong.
Yeah, Lisa Ray, she did a thing in that, yo.
Yeah, man, she really did. I mean, she can't act for shit, but in Players Club, she didn't need to.
They need to.
We started understanding how bad she was when she started getting other movie roles later. We were like,
but she got better. She had a TV show that came on BET that did good.
But y'all never watched show. Yeah, I watched the TV show.
Matter of fact, Queen Latifah produced it. It was her.
Stacey I watched the TV show.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
And it was out for like 1 year because it
was like 3 or 4 seasons. You just stopped watching.
And this keep naming good ass movies too, yo. But
Chicago Cubs named The Mask of Zorro. Love that movie, yo. Great movie. I thought Antonio Banderas couldn't have picked a better person to play Zorro in that movie, yo. And especially it had I think Catherine Zeta-Jones in it.
Zeta-Jones in it.
Oh my God.
Half Baked came out in 1998.
That's crazy.
Jamie,
by the beach. By the beach. He's like, yo, I want to talk to Samson. He was like, I gotta have a backiotomy.
A backiotomy.
Yo,
the funny part of
fuck you.
There you go.
Fuck you. You cool.
You cool.
Fuck you. Yo, I seen Half Baked so many times. Yo, that's just definitely classic. My bad, I'm stepping.
No, that was the part I was. You got it right on the head, yo. It was it tackles so many different, elements of comedy, yo. That was before Dave Chappelle was serious about anything.
True.
Like, he didn't really get serious till now, but like this shit kind of catapults him to superstardom. Because people was like,
and shout out to Ruth. She said, I was full baked when I saw it. I've seen that movie a couple times myself with the eyes on a little low. And that shit is straight comedy, yo.
Yeah. Chicago Cubs named Lethal Weapon 4.
That came
to
out.
Me, that's my favorite Lethal Weapon film. This is the one where they introduced Jet Li. This shit was so good to me because this was the first time that I really felt in Lethal Weapon that I didn't really see how these guys were going to win because they were getting their ass kicked. They were getting their ass handed to them from the beginning. So, great movie, man. I don't know if you guys saw this, but have you seen Milan? I don't know. Do y'all watch?
Mulan?
That came out 1998. The Disney movie?
The Disney movie? Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, that came out in 1998. Soul Food came out in 1998.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Soul Food. Yeah.
That was a good movie.
A good one. That's a good one, man.
Yeah. Soul Food definitely did his thing.
But I have a question for y'all though. If your wife or girl ex-boyfriend get you a job, yo, you taking it?
Yeah. If I need a job, I'm taking any job.
If I need a job real bad, like
she didn't tell you what the dynamic was. Like you didn't know that's happened in Soul Food when
Yeah.
Makai Pfeiffer got the job and dude made a snide comment to her.
Yeah.
He ended up losing the job because he whipped his ass up.
Yeah. I think she should have told him about it, give him a heads up. That was the thing. She didn't give him a heads up. So he made it feel like he got the job on his own. And of course, the boy wound up blowing it up on him, like, yeah, man, I got you the job. Your shorty reached out to me. See, that was the issue. If I think she had came to him early, it's like, let me talk to him, let me see what I could do to help you out. I think it would have been different though. But it was on him and her. He overreacted, but I think she should have let him know something up front. Yeah. Any other movies before we move on?
Last movie before we move on. Halloween H2O. Came out in 1998.
So I was a big fan of that because they brought back 20 years later Jamie Lee Curtis. I went to see that movie and I was more excited about the movie. The movie may not have been great, but I loved it better than all the other Halloweens that were coming before. I was a big fan of H2O. Big fan of H2O.
Yeah,
El Cool J was in it. It was the first time a brother survived.
And it was funny though. I was a third wheel when I went to go see this because it was me and Tone. He was courting a young female that went to college with us. She happened to, I'll tell you who it was offline, but we end up going to the movies and she kind of played him, but now, but the movie was really good. I actually enjoyed it. I think
I like it too.
This is probably a good reboot for the series. You know what I'm saying? I think Jamie Lee Curtis, she did her thing, and it was a lot gorier in this one than the other ones, but it was good though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but just before we go, I just want to shout out the moment. I think it's the first time I've seen him or her in the chat, but they definitely had a good one. Ronan was fire. Yeah, Ronan was fire. De Niro, I definitely love that movie. You know what I mean? Always like I don't know so much. Like some action, some spy shit, some stealing shit, some this, some that, some it. It's always fire. So shout out to the moment. Thanks for joining the chat, player.
Yeah.
Or play yet.
Yeah. It's good, yo.
Yeah.
But it's funny though. Like Titanic, even though it came out in 97 and 98, it still grossed $600 million. The next closest one was Armageddon with $201 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's still gross. It was one of the top 2 movies the following year. Still crazy.
Yeah. It's
crazy. Yeah, that's why it took so long for it to come out on video. When it was still in the movies, for real. They were going to make that movie money until the wheels rolled off.
Facts.
So we're going to get into memorable videos / songs because, as I've said before, by this time videos are just as important as the songs. So here we go. One of the most impressionable songs in that time. Let's go ahead and get it, man. Britney Spears, Hit Me Baby One More Time. Come on, man. Who doesn't know this song? Memorable video, released in late 1998. It was the debut single on her album Britney Spears. Literally catapulted her to fame, and she became a pop icon. I mean, once this song hit, Britney Spears was fucking everywhere. I love the song. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a great video. I see why there was such a big draw because, she's a performer. She's a performer, and she's one of the few girls. She came out at the right time because they had other, artists similar to her, white artists, female artists that were coming out that didn't really perform, like Debbie and a couple of others. She performed. Like even Christina Aguilera wasn't a performer. She could perform. She can get on stage and dance with the best of them. So I really enjoyed this song. This was a huge song. I know you guys heard it. What are your thoughts about this video? And I know you've seen it, but I think we did a reaction to it actually on the channel. What are your thoughts about Baby One More Time by Britney Spears?
I mean, her and Christina Aguilera, they're two different people. Like Christina can sing, Britney can hold the note. Britney can dance.
Don't disrespect Britney like that, yo. Don't disrespect her.
Oh, it's Britney, bitch.
Britney can dance. Christina can two-step. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of dynamic they had, yo. But nah, I ain't gonna lie, yo. This was a bop. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard not to sing like her or just sing the chorus.
Baby,
and all that
baby.
Stuff. Yeah. And she was the only one like this though. Like who else could hold a candle to her at that time?
There was no other Britney.
Yeah. She came in at the right time.
I mean, it's definitely a little weird if you look back on it because she was young. They definitely like sexualized her or what have you. But beyond, I mean, off of that, I mean, no, that was a good song, yo. I mean, as much as I used to shit on it at the time, trust me, I shit on it a lot in public. But behind that, I was like, hit me one more. Like, don't catch me with the doors closed. I might be, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's true. I mean, you may not have sung this around your friends, but in secret, you was like, I must confess, I'm feeling me now. You would sing that song. I know I still believe. And you was doing the dance in the video too. She was whipping that shit.
I know.
Come on now, y'all know y'all.
What you doing? Nothing, man. Working out. All do the walk or some shit like I don't know.
Yes, y'all know y'all was doing it. Y'all was dancing while she was dancing in the hallway. I was too. Shit.
For real.
I can't go. It's not particularly a video. We're going to move on. I can't go through 1998 without talking about a particular artist instead of just a video. So the artist is Lauryn Hill. So here we go. The album dropped in 1998, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. The reason why this is brought up, instead of just talking about a particular song, this album won numerous awards, as you can see right here. And she won Album of the Year at the Grammys. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but the reason why that is so huge in 1998, because that's the first time that a hip hop album had ever won a Grammy Award ever won Album of the Year at the Grammys. So shout out to Lauryn Hill for this phenomenal project, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. The only sad part about it is this is all we got from her. This is it. Yeah. But a phenomenal album, man, straight up.
And when you say, I mean, of course, I mean, it's a great thing when Grammys and all that, but I mean, this shit just got voted by Rolling Stone the #1 album of all time. It literally got voted by Rolling Stone the #1 album of all time. I don't know if I don't know if I agree with it. I mean, but that's just personal taste. Of course, everything's. But trust me, I wasn't a R&B head type of deal. And it's funny. I know people say it's like it is a hip hop album. She got some like rap songs and like some hip hop. I mean, hip hop.
Yeah, it's a blend of everything.
But to me, this is an R&B album, and I'm not super big on R&B, but this shit right here was fire. Like, boy, every song will hear bang, and these songs make you think. I'm like, yo, great album.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I mean, we played this album so much back at the apartment, E5, E6. But it's crazy. Like, Lost Ones, X Factor, Doo Wop. Those are 3 songs that went platinum off the album. But one of my favorite songs on the album, I think we played this a lot, was her Nothing Even Matters with her and D'Angelo.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, Nothing Even Matters.
That song was, you could be poor, you could take my 4x4, repossess my 4x4, all that stuff, yo. Eat oodles and noodles, everything with you. We gonna be together, yo. So, but no, I definitely agree. I think Lauryn Hill, I wish we'd have got a second album.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
she kind of fell off the planet, unfortunately.
She can't even show up to a concert on time. That album.
Yeah, so we can't expect her to do an album. She can't even get to a concert on time. Showing up 2-3 hours late for a show.
Oh my god! So how about this, man? BT Awards. Wife done watched it. She done seen the Fugees. Boom, boom. They coming to Charlotte. She's like, yo, I bought the tickets. She was like, I can't wait to see Lauryn Hill. I was like, you sure you don't see Lauryn Hill? Are we sure we don't see Lauryn Hill? Because I don't know if we don't see Lauryn Hill. I know I'm gonna see Wyclef and motherfucking Prize if they probably just doing whatever he do. But are we don't see Lauryn Hill? You never know. That's just like a hit or miss.
That's true. No, because she's coming here too. So I was like, do I want to see her? Do I not?
I'm telling y'all, don't do it, man. You just she has a track record of just not showing up on time. It's just bad.
The only good thing is we're going to, it's just like pavilion, so it ain't expensive. It's not like real concert ticket prices. Yeah, we don't sit in the lawn, take in the back, take a couple lawn chairs, sit in the back, and chill out. You know what I mean? So, but hopefully it's a good time. I mean, I'm sure it should be a good time.
Yeah.
Well, let's move on, man. In 1998, before we get to some other songs that came out in 1998, here was one thing that started in 1998: the Battle of the Boy Bands. Come on, man. 2 major boy bands that came out. Backstreet Boys and NSYNC came out in 1998. Now, these bands had formed prior to this, but these were the 2 albums that put them on the map. Of course, they started playing their videos like crazy because on this Backstreet Boys, you got Backstreet's Back, NSYNC, of course, I Want You Back. This is the beginning of the boy band between Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Now, I liked both songs. I like Backstreet's Back, and I like NSYNC. Undercover, though, I never let any of you guys know I was feeling these groups in college, though. Were y'all like me? Did any of you guys like any Backstreet Boys songs or any NSYNC songs back in the day?
In 1998, I did. I really wasn't paying attention. I mean, I knew they was on TRL and stuff, but I wasn't like, oh shit, I like these guys. I didn't appreciate their music till like the 2000s. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But because I gravitated more towards NSYNC because they had more of a soulful.
Yeah, I was about to say.
So out of the 2, which one did you prefer? NSYNC. Okay.
I didn't like any Backstreet Boys songs. I'm trying to think. I don't like any of their songs.
Come on, yo. There's that one. I Want It That Way. I want it that way. Tell me why. Come on. That's the biggest hit.
These videos, and I think I probably said a lot of my thoughts on that one. So yes, I don't fuck with Backstreet Boys. NSYNC was alright though. NSYNC was alright. They had like, what I'm saying, they had a more of an R&B feel, more of a soulful feel. Which is why your boy Justin took off. I mean, let's just look at that. The only one group had a star.
Yeah. Oh, one of them had a Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, Justin.
Yeah.
I mean, I was more of an NSYNC person. Nah, definitely. I liked a lot more NSYNC songs. I did like everybody from Backstreets. I did like, I Want It That Way. There's another song from Backstreet Boys I like too. I mean, there's a few, but I like way more NSYNC songs. They ain't gonna lie. But one song that I really did like that I didn't let any of you guys know I like, but secretly when I was watching the video, I was dancing to that shit. Motherfucking Will Smith Get Jiggy With It. That's what I was doing, yo. I was dancing just like him in my own little secret way. So this song Getting Jiggy With It by Will Smith became an instant hit, earning widespread popularity. It was the 3rd single from his first solo album called Big Willie Style. I did not buy the album Big Willie Style because I was like, I'm not going to buy the album because I wasn't feeling it at the time, but I really was feeling this song. And Will Smith got a couple of bangers off here, man. Getting Jiggy With It, Miami. Look, man, got to give it up for Will Smith, man. And he did his thing on his first solo album. What about you, Phoenix, man? What are your thoughts on Will Smith?
Shout out to Nasir Jones, yo, because he wrote this.
He wrote it. Yeah,
know what I'm saying? So shout out to Nas for writing it. I mean, it was Will Smith being Will Smith. I mean, he was he was in his bag when it came to this style of rap, this style of entertaining. So I won't mad at people. This played on Z104, not on 103 Jams, where we was, yo. So
it didn't play on 103 Jams? Shit, I heard it everywhere.
This is Z104 music.
Man,
that's like the pop station.
I don't like. Yo, I hate this song. I still hate the song. Like every time I saw, I'm like, yo, this is like one of the worst songs. And Nas wrote Miami. I don't know. Did he write?
He wrote Miami too.
Yeah, but yeah, this song, I hated the song. I hate everything about the song, and like honestly, I have nothing to say about it, yo.
Did you like this song?
Well, hold up, and this is I'm gonna shout out to Aretha because this is the same thing that. In my mind, this is not the Fresh Prince I grew up with. This ain't he's the DJ, I'm the rapper. This is none of that.
He definitely was.
This ain't brand new funk. This ain't like Nightmare on Elm Street. This ain't like, you know what I mean?
It ain't even summertime. Summertime is
classic. This shit was beyond trash. And you say you had a couple of bangers. Miami was a little bit trash. Miami was
Corey like happy hip hop. Remember?
I know, but I mean, this ain't even hip. Like this shit was trash.
Oh, this is more.
This is hip hop. I would not call it say not hip hop. It was just popcorn hip hop.
It's rap. It's not hip hop.
Rap is hip hop.
Well, no, rap is a part of hip hop. It's not hip hop.
Exactly.
But it's not really hip hop. You can rap and make pop songs.
But it's funny
that's an argument. This is his element of hip hop.
See Drake.
There's a lot of albums that came out in 1998. A lot of hip hop albums came out in 98. Like,
yeah, we definitely going to go through them, man. Y'all want to name some before we go into the next thing?
Aquemini came out. OutKast Aquemini.
Well,
great.
God damn.
Capital Punishment came out.
Yeah.
Capital Punishment, great album by Big Pun.
I remember that's when you had to go to the store to buy albums. I remember I was me, Tony, and Twan. I didn't buy that. I was just riding along. Me, Tony, and Twan rode to the store early, and well, not even early. We bought it the day before because one of the record stores in Norfolk used to sell the shits at night. Like they'll open up at like 10 because you know it was supposed to come out on the Tuesday. They will open up after hours at like 10, and you can come in there and buy records that came out on Tuesday. We went there on Monday night, and they bought Capital Punishment, Big Pun, rest in peace. Yeah, we was jamming to that shit all night. But go ahead.
Nah, and you had Hard Knock Life Volume 2 came out.
It's a hard knock life.
It's a great album.
Damn.
Reservoir
That's
Dogs.
One of Jay-Z's best albums, especially following up after the second. This is his third album. That second one,
Volume 1 wasn't that great.
Yeah.
It's got some bangers. He was rapping on it, but it was
this Volume 2, Hard Knock Life.
Yeah.
Too many bangers on this song.
Definitely.
See, this way we need to have a long form. I mean, this is long form podcast. Because when I think of Hard Knock Life, you know what I think of?
What's that?
Daytona Beach. Because Dre played this motherfucking Hard Knock Life a billion times at Daytona Beach.
The song?
Yes.
Dre can be like that. He can kill a song, yo.
Shout out to Dre. Our people
Dre is.
Yeah, Dre. But yeah, and I just remember going to Daytona. He was like, yo, this shit fire. I can't even talk. Fire, man. Fire. You hear this? You know how Dre talk. Somebody, Corey, you probably do a way better impression of Dre than me, but you know what I'm talking about. But it didn't really matter to people because they don't know Dre. But Dre played this to death. But my bad. Go ahead. Daytona Beach
Dre,
was
he'll talk like this, and he'll be like, you know. But go ahead,
13 hours in the car. We got
to Daytona. Man.
So you got Cannabis Can I Bust came out in 98.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Okay, I remember that. Yeah, Sock It To Me. That was a great song. For Missy Elliott.
Song. Yep. That came out. Busta Rhymes' Extinction Level Event came out.
Because I was going to say,
great album.
Put your hands on my eyes to see.
I like his music collectively, but his albums ain't been the greatest. But like his first 5 cuts on the album, you're like, oh, this shit is great. Then
they're stacked. They're front loaded, heavy. Yeah. But the further you get in the album, the weaker the cuts get. Yeah, that's very true. I would say that.
But
put your hands on the eyes to see, yo.
That shit came out, and remember, I swear, every for folks that's in schools, especially like every fraternity, sorority, whatever, everybody stepped to that damn song for 6 months straight. Yo, that shit was crazy.
Yeah. You got the Locks, Money, Power, Respect came out in 1998.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Good. AZ, Pieces of a Man came out. Redman, Doc's the Name 2000.
Matter of fact,
DMX dropped 2 albums in 98.
Oh, damn. Why that's
it. You got to highlight.
Why is he on this list? Honestly, I just thought about it. Is he on? He ain't, because he didn't drop 2 albums in 98. You know what he dropped? 2 number 1 albums in 98.
Yeah.
That's true.
The first time in history that anybody had 2 number 1 albums in the same year. The first time in history across all genres.
It's crazy. That was a hell of a year. Which album do you think is better, the first or the second? I mean, I think they're both equally. I can't really pick. I've listened to both of them many times. They're just good. They both top albums.
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
Whatever album had. Well, all right. So Flesh of My Flesh.
Yeah, Flesh of My Flesh.
No, I'm sorry. Dark and Hell is
Right.
Hot. They had Rough Riders Anthem. Get at Me, Dog.
Yeah, that's what
How's Going Down. Stop Being Greedy.
Stop Being Greedy. Yeah.
But I'm going with that. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Dark. It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Flesh of My Flesh had one of my favorite posse cuts on it.
Oh, what's that?
The shit with Styles, Jay, Sheep, Jay-Z, DMX. With Jay-Z, he said, I'm the illest done the gun butcher.
Oh.
Jay-Z verse on that whole song is just murderous. So Jadakiss murderous. But I think this one had the best. The first one had the more cuts on it that were bigger, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But yo, DMX was the man, yo.
Yeah, man. Let's go here. Do you guys remember this song, man? Body Bumping from Public Announcement. Yippee-ki-yo, want to bump your body.
We don't. When I'm not gonna acknowledge this, yo. Just take it down, yo. Please, just take it down.
But this is after.
No, we're not.
This is after they left R. Kelly, yo. When they tried to go solo.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
thought it off. I saw Public Announcement. My bad. It's an instant reflex.
This song.
I'm sorry.
This is probably the wackest song of 19.
It was. It was a terrible song. But
the video's even worse.
Oh god, they dancing, looking worse than H-Town, trying to do dance moves.
Yeah,
it was terrible. It was terrible. It was terrible. All right, so we're going to go back, man. We're going to go back. So I had it up here earlier, so we're going to get to it. It was Master P. No Limit made a huge. I mean, look, No Limit was already doing their things, but in 1998, they really came out more to the overall pop culture with this song, Make 'Em Say Video was fantastic. Master P leading the charge with the No Limit. You got Mystical in it. Motherfucking Shaq is in it. This video was fantastic. I thought it was a great video to go with a great song. And a lot of people in the mainstream didn't really know who No Limit Records was. But No Limit was already doing their thing long before this video came out. They were an independent record label making millions because they were selling their product. Well, I don't want to say product, their albums independently on the streets. Huge. So shout out to Master P for being an own independent label and really taking the charge and making doing a lot for him and a lot of the other artists on there that we wind up knowing today. Even Shaq was into it, man. Look, he's right there. But
it's funny though. I don't know if Ali remember. Well, I know Ali remember. We used to go to the Dollar movie all the time, and I Got the Hookup came out in 1998. Master P had a movie.
It's classic. I love that movie.
So
that shit I Got the Hookup was trash. Fire. What? No, that shit was fire, yo.
That shit was funny, man. That shit is silly. It's funny. I love it.
I thought this was funny. Yo. Fuck it. Go ahead.
He had a movie out, an independent film out, and he had a hip hop album, classic album, yo.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, yo. I can't say I'm a fan of his hustle more than his output as far as what he gives musically and movie wise. You know what I'm saying? I just respect him because he came out with food like cereal and shit. Came out with shoes, cell phones. All this
now,
stuff.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be totally wrong, but is he the one that came out with them hip hop chip snacks? Is that him?
Yeah. Hip hop snacks? I don't know. I think that's something
with the chips. You know the
P is a part of that.
He's a hip hop snack too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the one with the potato chips, right? It got the people on the front. I figured that was probably him.
Rap snacks.
Yeah,
rap snacks. Yeah.
That's P.
Oh,
wow.
He
had his hand in everything since the beginning of time. Yeah, from the beginning of time. He even had on the low, they didn't sell everywhere, but he actually made money off of it. Like he had ramen noodles joints, yo. He just put his hands everywhere, yo. So shout out to Master P and shout out to this damn song. This song right here had me fucking with green paws. And then of course this year had me Mystical. You could have told me like Mystical was the greatest rapper ever after the song, and I would have believed you. And they won't even hear it. He was like, "So we there? Beware." See there, P there.
See there, Mama there, P there.
Mama there. Yo.
This
that shit was so hype, yo. I used to love mystical verse on that joint. But we don't stop. Nah.
Yeah, it's great.
But does this song not take you back to the web jams?
Oh my God! As soon as that ending came on,
was our place where we had parties and stuff like that. So this song was instrumental in the web jams.
It was, man. As soon as that ending came, it was insane. Everybody was going bananas as soon as that ending came. It was
girls, everybody.
Yeah, everybody. It didn't matter. Yep. You know, I'm going to say one more thing before we go to what came on television. This is kind of like television, but Phoenix, I'm seeing you wearing a Degeneration X shirt, and a lot of people may not know this, but in 1998 in wrestling, WWE came to the Norfolk Scope in May and invaded WCW. This was huge. They talk about this in wrestling to this day on how Degeneration X invaded WCW because they were both in Norfolk at the same time. They invaded the Norfolk Scope, which was right down the street from where we were at college. The funny thing about it is I didn't even know it until the next day when it aired on SmackDown. I like, fuck, they were right down the street from us and missed them. But anyway, I just wanted to shout that out because that was a huge thing in wrestling, man, with Degeneration X at the time. We were big.
They pulled up with the tanks and the camouflage.
Yes, they pulled up with the tanks and the camouflage. Yeah, that was right there at Norfolk Scope, right down the street from us at college, man. So that was a huge thing. So moving on, man, we were talking about all these. Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, my bad. We still on music?
We can be.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do a couple of real quick. Some people like that's Heartbreak Hotel, Whitney Houston. Whitney was on her thing back then. You know what I mean?
Dark Child was producing that BF thing.
Yeah, but Dark Child had everybody. Of course, with Dark Child, matter of fact, we had The Boy's Mind. The only time Monica and Brandy got together, they was beefing before, beefing ever since, yo. But The Boy is mine. You need to give it up. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was great.
I would say this though. Brandy got my respect. Because when she did the verses with Monica, you just forget how many songs she had.
Oh, Brandy got a lot of songs. She got
a lot. I just talk about just songs. She has a lot of bangers. Like, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
I love this shit.
Yeah, Brandy had the team. Yeah, she had the team behind that. I like Monica's voice more, but Brandy had to, and Brandy can sing her ass off. I shouldn't say that. Actually, Brandy might technically be able to sing better than Monica, but Monica got that little bit. Not Mary J, but she has that Mary J voice. Like, you know, she got that little.
She's got that grown woman voice.
I feel her. You know what I mean? Like Mary J ain't the best technical singer on earth, but I'll put Mary J up against her because Mary J sing. I feel it in my soul. Like when you say, Blige is on stage and she, motherfuckers are doing this shit, and then she go into her shit. I'm not to be like, oh, you about to start crying out that bitch. And shout out to Usher. He just did this. Just got his flowers on the BET Awards. Nice and slow.
Great song, man.
Slow. Yeah, definitely a great song.
They call me.
I know we had a. I would say this.
Go ahead.
RAYMOND. Tell me what you want to do with me. Look, man, that shit was
you good, Corey. That's good, Corey. You good, boy?
Yeah. I'm gonna put my flag down, yo, and say Usher is, in my opinion, he's the king of R&B in my lifetime.
I would back you up 100% on that.
Yeah,
straight up.
Like I could put his catalog against anybody. When I say by that time, I was born in the late 70s. From late 70s to 2024, when you're watching this video, I think Usher has the most complete catalog.
I would agree,
in my opinion.
And this is
as far as male R&B singers.
It's funny. This is what I'll say. I would say I'm more of an Usher fan than the person I'm about to name. Like I like Usher songs more than his songs, but to me, it's probably C Breezy, yo. Because C Breezy's been dropping hits from fucking 97. He's still, and I know Usher's still relevant today. You know, he still do his songs like his collabs with 21 Savage and all that. But C Breezy is motherfucking relevant.
I would not disagree that he has been dropping hits for a long time.
And he got a lot of songs. And it's funny because I agree. Like personally, I'm with you, Phenom. Like personally, I'm with you. I'll say Usher to me is probably my goat. But see, Breezy is like, oof, bro.
Yeah, he's on tour right now, actually.
Honestly, I mean, he has his past, and his past is what fucked him up. If it wasn't for like his past, and I'm not saying that that's some bullshit to get over. I mean, it is what it is. But that was a long time ago. Hopefully, he's grown. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't really know. I ain't in TMZ world, so I don't know what I should get into. I mean, Chris Brown gets into. But if he's grown since then, I mean, honestly, Chris Brown is the motherfucking man.
Yeah, I mean, I can't knock that. We're 2 up, 2 down. I just think Usher, he's still relevant. He still make hits now. But Chris Brown is just, I mean, he's just in his prime right now. You know what I mean? I think he's out there touring.
He's been in his prime for 20 years.
Yeah, Usher was in his prime for 20. Usher came out in 93.
True.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's a really strong. Go ahead, Piers. I'm sorry.
Like Chris Brown came out like the 2010s, I think.
Yeah. When you say no, what's the shit?
Excuse me, miss.
Yeah. But what's the joint? Well, that is the joint.
His first song was "Running."
Dipset. Yeah, "Running." Dipset. The man with the fake teeth.
Jewels. Yeah, but I think, I mean, everybody. I mean, right now, everybody gonna say. I'm not saying everybody in this chat, but like if you poll people online, it's gonna be a nice battle between who, because Usher's still relevant. He's super relevant.
Yeah, I think it's a good argument to go on both sides.
He is like that's what I said. Me, I'm with you. Me, it's gonna be Usher. But I'm just saying, I just know Chris Brown's still out there running, brother. That's all.
Yeah.
Well, look, we're going to move on to TV shows, and one of the big TV shows that came out and started out in 1998. This was huge. Premiered September 14th, 1998. TRL, Total Request Live. This TV show redefined how music videos and pop culture were done. Hosted by my man Carson Daly. And the thing that made TRL so cool, it was live, of course, and it was an interactive format that was much watched TV. And it profoundly influenced the youth culture and music trends. If a song was on TRL, you were guaranteed that joint was going to be a banger and start topping the charts and get even more and more exposure. And the great thing about TRL is like so many people were on that show, constantly showing up, wanting to perform. NSYNC, Lady Gaga, Snoop, Destiny Child, and the list goes on and on. Britney Spears. This was a fantastic show, great show. I had to watch TRL every day. It was fantastic, man. What about you guys? What are your thoughts? Usher's on here. I mean, this was fantastic, yo. This show was the shit.
No, I mean, it was. I mean, if you didn't make it on the stage, you won't pop it because the who's who of the industry showed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is how you got your platinum records.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you got your video played.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Had to make your way to TRL. Had to, right there in the middle of Times Square.
Whoever created this show is a super smart.
And it was good because as far as like you say, whoever created the show, it wasn't even just about it was about the show, but it was like about the crowd. They just had to show the people outside, like on the streets, and this, you know, they like built up a aura,
a huge audience.
You gotta be here. Like you gotta be here. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't gonna get inside, but you can just stand outside with some signs and like, you know what I mean? It's like you just got to be here. So yeah, they definitely did a good job of that.
It got so big too that depending on who was showing up, they would broadcast it in Times Square, and millions, well, I don't want to say millions, but thousands of people would show up and literally almost lock down Times Square with their signs. Like if Backstreet Boys showed up, Britney Spears, you name it. And matter of fact, TRL, and I will not lie, I think TRL was the first time that Usher song came out with Lil Jon. It was played on TRL. Song, we know the rest. The rest is history. It played on TRL. It was huge. And the rest is history.
My favorite TRL moment is when Eminem was up there with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. But that's when he was going by Mark Wahlberg. And he was like, yeah, but Mark Wahlberg didn't want to be called Marky Mark anymore on the Funky Bunch. And then Eminem was like, yeah, let's keep it like, let's the bunch keep it funky. And so like he said some shit, and you can see Mark Wahlberg's face. It's like get all mad.
Fucking with him,
yeah. Eminem was like fucking with him like during the interview. That shit was funny as hell. Yeah, that's one of my favorite moments up there.
TRL was good, man. It was good. I was sad to see it go, but it had ran its time. You know, I think it was out for about 6 years, and they kept reinventing it, but it really wasn't the same after Carson Daly left. Carson Daly did it for 6 years. It was time for him to move on. You know.
So let me give you a little countdown real quick, because I think this is relevant. So it started in 1998, but it ended in 2003. But I didn't know they did a top 10 countdown of the most iconic videos of the era. So number 10 was OutKast, Hey Ya. Number 9 was Blink 182. What's My Age?
What's my name? What's my age again? I love that song.
Usher and Little John. Yeah,
I told you that was a big one. That was a big one.
Beyonce.
That was number 1.
Beyonce, Crazy in Love.
All right. Damn.
Number 6, Kid Rock. I already know the song. Bob with Top.
Bob with my Baba, dang the dang boogie.
We don't acknowledge Kid Rock.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah, I know we don't.
Right.
Number 5, Christina Aguilera, Redman, actually Dirty.
Let's get dirty.
Are you?
I remember that was
that's
big
over
when it came
Britney
out.
Spears.
Yeah, no, that's number 5. 4,
but you ain't got the Britney yet.
NSYNC, Bye Bye Bye. 3, Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way. 2.
See, I thought that was gonna be number 1. I thought it was gonna be number 1 because I want
it that way.
Yeah, because I remember when TRL came out, like that shit, like Backstreet Boys up there was motherfucking ridiculous.
They played that song to death.
Yeah,
it was at the airport, all dressed in white. You are my fire, the one. Come on, yo, that song is the shit.
Yeah, I'm surprised. So I'm trying to think what's still be number 1 now.
Yeah, I got a feeling. I'm thinking it's going to be Eminem. But let's go ahead.
Eminem was number 2. The Real Shady was number 2.
Damn. And honestly,
fuck.
It's crazy. When Corey said that, I would have bet the house. Corey, that was a good one. That was a real good.
I thought it was going to be Eminem.
Yeah, once you said that, I was like, oh, yeah, of course it's going to be Eminem. Damn.
So what's number 1 if it's not the real What is it?
Britney Spears. Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Hit Me Baby One More Time. Okay.
I mean, Britney was big. That Eminem, when Eminem came out, though, maybe it's the hip hop side of me, but I just know Eminem's still like the number 1 streaming person on Spotify. Like it's like crazy.
That's a great list, man. And
he got a song with Big Sean out now.
Yeah,
crazy.
Baby Tron.
You ain't heard it.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah, that's good.
I can see those songs being requested right now in the crowd outside with the big ass signs going crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I thought it would have been Eminem. The Real Slim Shady, because that video got played a lot.
Because I was thinking it was gonna be Instinct. I thought it was gonna be the not Instinct. No, Backstreet Boys. I'm sorry.
Backstreet Boys. I thought that was gonna be the one. But Britney Spears, it's Britney Spears. I mean, she would be the number 1. I mean, she was at top of the world at that time. Yeah. So TRL, man, that is iconic. 90s, early 2000s, one of the best shows ever. The show was so good that BET had to come up with their own version. 106
Park. That's funny. You're right, yo. You're right.
BET was like, we gotta get on this shit.
Free still looking good out there, yo. I love you.
Oh my God, tell me about it, yo. Free is looking awesome. But you know what? TRL was must-see TV. But we're going to go here and show something else that was must-see TV. Jerry Springer. Now, there's one thing I do know. Everybody who's anybody at least knows of this show. But this show became famous for its provocative topics involving infidelity, family disputes, and other personal drama, and a lot of other shit going on. And you couldn't help it because all it did was just invite confrontations that personally, I mean, they all led to physical altercations every single time. And I would say that this show pushed the boundaries of what was considered acceptable on daytime television. Jerry Springer ruled the late 90s, man. When he was at his peak, it was must-see TV. Phoenix, man, what are your thoughts on Jerry Springer?
I mean, I think now when we look at it, it's a guilty pleasure. But back then it wasn't. It was must see TV. I think it came on at 4:00 every day.
Yeah, Jerry.
And they used to come in earlier too.
Oh, he did come on early in the day, like 1:00 in the afternoon too. Like he came on.
Once he got syndicated, it was on all the time.
Yeah. I mean, shit. It was the decline of our society, yo. Yeah, he was watching it.
Had to watch it, man. Had to watch it.
I think it spawned like what we see now with reality TV. You know, all the stupid shit that go on with it. But you know, just like with anything, you feed what the people want. People wanted to see other people's demise and their problems and laugh at it and all that shit. And, you know,
and it was
crazy,
so. Go ahead, Ollie.
No, I was gonna say, yo, Corey did it, yo. He had the motherfucking Jerry. It was like the motherfucking gladiators, yo. It was the Coliseum, yo. You came to watch Jerry Springer. You knew it was gonna be either a couple of fat people. Rest in peace. I'm fat myself. Peace to the diabetes. He was gonna go at it. You was gonna have like this girlfriend, this dude, his side piece go at it. It was like you came there knowing where the action was going to be, yo. It's the motherfucker. It was the Coliseum, and guess what we was doing? Jerry. Yes. Yeah, like we was just right there with it, man. You know.
Yeah.
And so I'm ashamed to say that I watched it, but I watched a lot of it. Yo, I skipped some classes to watch Jerry Springer. Like we used to wake up with the class, like Jerry Springer's on. We like watching that. If it was a good fight right at the beginning, be like, yo,
yeah. Jerry Springer was so good because they would literally set people up beside each other when they would have to come out just to entice the whole fight situation. It was never going to fail.
I mean, the best one, there was no words spoken. They just run out there and start fighting. You know?
Yeah, they just run out there and start fighting. But this is the funny thing. You got all the craziness happen on the show, and here's Jerry looking serious all the time. Like this guy was so well, I mean, he wasn't serious, but he tried to act as serious as he could on every topic. But all this mayhem was going on behind it.
That last minute, all that craziness, boom, Jerry dropped a gem on him. He's like, yo, those punches hit hard. Do you know what hits harder?
You would.
I love you to the heart.
Yeah.
You really
because he would always end it with that little Jerry thought. Yeah. That's right. He would.
You drop a minute, you like, oh. Yeah, I don't feel bad for watching it, yo. I learned something.
Yeah.
The audience was good too. The audience was the John on people too.
The questions when he used to go in,
he would go around and ask the audience questions. Oh my gosh.
Oh, feet all right. They would join. Go ahead.
They would rake in on him.
Like, I got a question for Meredith. Yeah, Meredith, why are you a slut?
I know. That's exactly. Yeah, that shit was crazy, yo.
That's exactly how it would be, yo. I mean, it was at its peak. The notes here, it was one of the highest rated daytime shows ever in that time period. It really was.
And this is a true fact. Shout out to Larry Carter, yo. He was like the mayor of Cincinnati, like for a second.
He was a serious politician, yo.
Yeah, he was. And then he came back, yo. It's wild times, so wild.
And his talk show didn't originally start off like this. Like he tried to be a serious talk show host. And but the thing is that they had so many talk shows out at the time. You really think about it, you had Ricky Lake, Montel Williams, Sally Jesse Raphael, at least 3 other more. I mean, there were thousands of them out. So the executive producer was like, let's just do something fucking different. And this was different, but damn, it was so good.
They had a thing about it, like how the show, like how it blew up, and it's one of the 90s, like Dark Side of the 90s type shit. It was good.
I love those documentaries. They're so good.
Yeah, but it was crazy, yo. It was funny because as I the moment said, they had the security on stage, and you know how popular Jerry Springer became. Steve Wilkos got his own fucking show.
That's right.
I'm like, how this dude got a show? He up there trying to be serious. You need to talk to your daughter.
Yes.
I'm like, yo, brother.
But Steve Wilkos, I saw him on Howard Stern, and he used to just go in and just tell you how it was. He was a Chicago cop for a long time, and he was doing security for Jerry. That's how he learned the business, and Now he
they used to chant his name on the show after a while when he would break up fights like Steve. I was like, yo, this show, it was prime time, man. It was must see TV. Yeah. It was like yes, it was like WWF, WWE, Friday Night SmackDown meets Oprah. Man, if that isn't Lady Carr, that's right. Yeah. Hell yeah, yo.
Exactly. That's what it was.
Man, that's exactly what it was, yo. That shit was better than anything out. I mean, nothing could touch it. Oprah, Geraldo, nothing could touch Jerry, man, because you was ready for the fights. That's what I was ready for. Fuck the conversation. I was ready for the fights. Where the fights?
Yeah. So and they used to do the wild shit. They remember they sound like Thanksgiving dinner, like and then they start throwing
like a food fight.
We start throwing the food. Yeah. Oh
like, they used to do just the dumbest shit on earth, yo. I'm like, yo, this can't be real, man.
Yeah, their topics were outrageous. Another big thing that happened in 1998, which was a big show that wound up coming out, Sex and the City. Premiered on HBO in 1998. It ran for 6 seasons. This series, if you don't know, is about 4 women navigating life and relationships in New York City. This show became a cultural phenomenon. I'm not going to lie, I did not watch it in 1998, but I wound up getting on it in about 2000. And I fucking love this show. I love Sex and the City. And I'm going to go around the horn and ask y'all who y'all favorite is. But my favorite is Samantha, yo. Samantha all day long. Venus, I'm sure you watched the show. What are your thoughts about Sex and the City, man? And which one was your fave?
I loved it. Like it was must-see TV. I mean, I watched it in syndication, all that stuff. Samantha, of course. You know what I'm saying? The redheaded one.
Yeah, Miranda.
Miranda's not my favorite, yo. She got on my nerves the whole.
She did your boy dirty, yo. He was trying to be
Steve.
Steve. He was trying to be a loving husband. He was just short. She was shitting on his ass because she was tall.
But it was crazy though. Like I just know so many episodes from this. Like like when Steve bought the diaper bag over, Miranda got mad because he had condoms in it, but they ain't together, yo. So she got mad at him for having condoms in the baby. She's like, you can't just separate it. But Carrie Bradshaw is horrible, yo. Horrible, yo, because she cheated on Braden. Mr. Big, yo.
Yes. Yeah.
He was the painter.
He was like the wood dude.
The wood dude. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So they was out. I remember they was out in the cabin, out in the woods, and she went back to the city. Did her thing with Mr. Big and came back like nothing, yo.
Yeah. You said that what she with another guy too? What's his name? Eaton or something?
She was with Berger was one of them. Was one of the dudes she was with.
I don't remember that.
His name was I think his name was Braden or
it might have been Braden, but yeah, the one that she usually was with, the guy that really loved her a lot and would do anything for her. She was constantly cheating on him with Big all the fucking time. Couldn't understand that shit, yo. And I never knew why she called him Big for the longest time until recently. I knew why she called him Big.
I mean, you was like, you don't know why she cheated. She cheated on for that motherfucking closet. You see that closet?
Aiden was his name, not Braden.
Aiden was his name.
Yeah, Aiden. Yeah. But did you see that closet?
Oh, it was shoes in it.
Yeah, when they got married and had that big ass house. Oh, you didn't see the movie.
Like the penthouse. You seen the movie before?
Yeah, I've seen the movie. I'm trying to remember that part.
You don't remember that big ass closet? She was like the closet was like the size of my house. You know, like the closet was like.
Yeah, I remember the closet. Okay, I thought it was something.
That's why she kept fucking with Mr. Big. So
yeah, and it's funny though because Mr. Big broke up with her, got married to somebody.
Yeah,
to Natasha, and then end up still messing with Carrie, and then they get this is a whole mess, yo. But shout out to Kathy, yo. Carrie's the villain, yo. She's always the villain. She's always gonna be the villain, yo.
Yeah, she always, and even though the show was revolved around her, and that's what I liked about the show, is because they were flawed. They were flawed like anybody else. So Carrie was just as flawed as anybody else. She was trying to figure it out, but she was fucking up real bad. But she would always try to write the narrative in her mind to justify every action that she would take. But, you know, I think that's why I like Samantha so much on this show, because Samantha kept it real 100%. If she wanted to just fuck you, she'd be like, I just want to fuck. If she wanted a relationship, she would do that. She kept it real, and she always kept it real with Carrie. So that's why Samantha was my favorite, because she was great. The other girl,
did you know? Did you know Aiden? He was married to Bo Derek. He's married to Bo Derek.
Really? Did not know that.
Yeah, got him one.
Yeah,
and then somebody,
but I didn't know he was that old. He's 63.
Damn, I didn't know he was that old either.
And Bo Derek is 67.
He
I thought Bo Derek was like 80 something, but no, she's pretty young.
And another couple, Carrie and Ferris Bueller. Yeah, they're married.
Yeah, that's right.
There you
go. Matthew Broderick. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Bueller.
Yeah. Have y'all had a chance to watch the new I don't want to say the remake, but the new show, the new Sex and the City show? I forget what it's called though.
No, I didn't watch that. Honestly, after the second movie was trash, so I was like, it's dead. Sometimes you gotta just shoot a horse.
Which was the second movie when they went to Dubai?
When they went to Dubai. I don't want to tell you what happened because it's spoilers, but maybe you already know what happened.
I know what happened in the first episode.
You might want to ask the people, but yeah, they don't spoilers for me.
Well, you know what? I won't, because maybe nobody's seen it, but there's a really big thing that happens in the new seasons of this version of Sex and the City without Samantha. Even though they do tie in Samantha, they find a way to let everybody know why it's just the three. Basically, Samantha's overseas with another job, and Carrie texts her all the time. Samantha talks with like that. That's how they tie it in, but it's still not the same. You need Samantha, but I will say the show is still good though. It's still good.
But it's funny Samantha. Though.
The show, and just like that, thank you, Kathy.
And just like that, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
and just like that, yeah.
And she says it's not good. Thank you, Kathy, for letting me know I don't need to watch it.
All right. I know Peloton stock dropped like a whole bunch because of what happened to Big.
What happened in the movie?
Yeah, what happened in the show? Because they was really mad about that shit, because they stock dropped a whole lot because of that. But no, I mean, Sex and the City is must-watch TV. I mean, I don't feel shame that I watched it and I love it. I think
it was a good show. It was a good show.
Really
definitely
written well.
And you know what? They said that I don't know how true it is, but they say that Sex and the City was based off of the Golden Girls. Not so much.
I could see that.
Not so much like boom, boom, well, they don't do this, but the creator of Sex and the City said he was like really influenced by the Golden Girls. Like when he did the show.
I could see that.
Samantha, I mean, like super old woman, but I guess you could do that with the shorty that was more like conservative. But I don't know.
I can see that.
Which one? Rose?
Not Rose.
Blanche, Sophia.
No, I said Sophia with the conservative joint that's on Sex and the City, the one that nobody talks about. Not Miranda.
Oh,
Charlotte. Then you got, I mean, like Carrie's sort of like Dorothy, even though, like, I mean, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's not like a direct, like whatever, but he was just like,
but he used that as a basis to come up with the story of Sex and the City. Yeah, and that's a great idea.
If you watch the shows, I mean, you can see the influences. Like, I mean, he definitely did his own thing with it. That was good. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, let's move on and hit some more. Let's move on to hit some more highlights in 1993. This is one of the major things that happened in 1998. I'm sorry, I said 1993 earlier. Google started in 1998. It was officially founded in 1998, September of 1998. Matter of fact, marking the beginning of a new era of internet search, and it's been going strong ever since. Kick Yahoo's ass out the window. Yahoo was the search engine at the time, and as soon as Google came out, it's been at the top ever since.
I don't remember using Google in 98. I don't even know when I started using Google.
I have a story to tell. About this. Google came out in 1998. I'm in college at the time. This is no lie. This is no bullshit. I was searching on the internet on Yahoo for a particular research paper that I was doing, and I was sitting beside this person. I couldn't find shit. And he said to me, he said, "Why don't you just Google it?" And I was like, Google, what the hell is that? And he was like, let me show you. And he went and he typed in www.google.com. And I found so much stuff to research my paper when I went to Google. So it was out in 1998, September of 1998. I'll never forget it. And I tell myself all the time, damn, why can't I go back in time, like Back to the Future, and put some stock in Google? I had no idea it was going to turn out to what it was.
Time machine.
This dude told me about Google in 1998 in the computer lab when I was searching for a paper. No lie.
You know how
he's probably rich right now.
I found out about Google because I got on this pretty early too. Well, off the dumbest reason was I didn't have a computer at my house back in my house back at the crib. Well, I mean, we didn't have computers like when we first got there, besides business and all that shit. So my brother had a joint. They used to have a device where you plugged in your TV with a keyboard. I forgot what it was called. We used to be able to get on the internet. It wasn't like a computer. You couldn't really do shit else, but get on the internet, like on some Netscape type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But you used to be able to search the shit, and the shit was so fucking slow. And I read this article about Google. And it was like, yo, Google pages load so fast because there was no pictures on it. Remember back then, everybody had pictures and this and that.
Pictures and ads, yes.
It was like, yo, Google is just words and load up fast. And that's the only reason I went to Google, because I was on this damn computer / keyboard. It wasn't a computer, really. It was just some shit to get to the internet to like chat and do some other shit with.
Yeah.
But you could like search, you know what I mean? But anything that had pictures used to take forever to load. And they was like, yo, go to Google. It doesn't have pictures. And that's the only reason I started going to. I was like, oh shit, this shit fine. I'm with you, Corey. Just like you had the aha moment, like, oh shit, this shit finds everything. Yeah,
that's
Web
what it is. Web TV.
That's exactly what it was.
Web TV,
Somebody old like me, yo, trust me, yo, that was funny, yo. Web TV, he had the keyboard, you plugged it into your TV, and you could get on the internet, yo. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, damn, it's amazing, yo. Like I don't remember when I started using Google. I just remember just one day just using it. Like somebody put in there, Ask Jeeves. It was and Bing. Those were the ones.
That was big, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, technology is crazy, yo. Like, is that when did an iPod come out? iPod.
No, so MP3 player. So
MP3
the first MP3 player hit the market in 1998, and that changed the way we listen to music, because it was cassette tapes and it was CDs. Then it went from CDs to MP3s, and they hit the market in 1998, and that changed everything, because then it became more about the digital download era.
Yeah. And shout out to CDs, because hold up, wrong one. God damn, why is it not showing
MP3 player? That shit was 32 gigs, 32 megabytes, and it was between $200 and $250. And
shout out to MCAT, because like Corey said, before MP3s is CDs, and I used to go to my local 7-Eleven and pick me up a CD for motherfucker. What was this shit? You could sample that shit. Was it not Yahoo? What was the other shit? You got mail.
AOL?
Yeah.
AOL. Get your little sample CD. That shit was like good for like 30 minutes or whatever to get on the internet.
Yep. It's like a calling card for the internet. Yo.
Yeah, calling card. Throw that CD in there, get you a quick 30 minutes. I gotta go back to 7-Eleven. Give me another CD.
Yeah.
That was big, man.
That dial-up was serious. Yo.
Oh my god, that dial-up was something, yo. It make that.
Yeah, you download some shit and somebody pick up the phone. I'll be like, motherfucker, I've been downloading
make some noises.
Download some shit for 3 hours.
Yeah, that dial-up was slow.
Yeah,
for one song. And then somebody come in there and pick up the phone and fuck it up. I'm like, I've been waiting this shit for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Fucked it up for everybody. Fucked up
money. I think when the internet started to boom in 98 and into the 2000s, that's when we started getting what are those? Hang up the phone on the internet. Yeah, that was a big thing. Yes. Because you couldn't do both. It was either one or the other. Yeah, that was crazy. I remember all the free downloads people used to do, go to all those different accounts and those torrent sites and download songs, because digital downloads became such a thing. It was huge, man.
99 is when Napster came out.
That's
what people was doing.
We'll wait for that. It's a good
Napster came out
on Paramount about that. But yeah.
That's the 2000s. I was using LiveWire like a motherfucker.
Only because I'm in technical.
That's what I use, LiveWire. That was my shit.
LimeWire, my shit in the 2000s, yo. I downloaded everything. Viruses, my computer had the flu, had everything, COVID, everything. As much as shit I was downloading.
Yo, true that. Because your motherfucker,
no lie.
Because honestly, yo, you just go up there on that peer-to-peer, you just download some shit and just pray. You're like, yo, this is a song. All right, well, I didn't waited this long for this shit down. I'm gonna click on this shit. I'm clicking on everything. Like, all right, it's on play.
You have 5 things lined up. They never show the downloads. You just praying you don't get no virus. Yo,
no, you know what I hated?
So nervous.
Fucking virus. I can deal with a virus. You know what I hated? It'd be like, yo, get this Jay-Z song. You download some shit, and it's like some motherfucker around the corner.
Yeah.
The title would be misleading. It wouldn't even really be the title you would download. Yes, I used to hate that shit.
Yeah, they'd be like, yo, get this. Like, boom, you download shit. I got that new Jay-Z. I got that new Nas. And motherfucker get them a hip hop, hip hop. And I'm like, yo, motherfucker. Oh, that shit was the worst.
Something totally different. Yes, I hated that.
But when torrents came, when torrents was a shit in the 2000s, that changed the game because you can get whole movies and all that stuff.
Yeah, because back then it was more peer-to-peer type shit.
Yeah, and the torrents. That's when they started putting on DVDs about piracy and all that kind of stuff because people was getting whole movies and downloading them, bootlegging them shits out. It was crazy. It was getting wild out there. So
we used to be able to see like the newer, like the screeners. They used to have a lot of screeners on torrents. You know what I'm saying? As like when people release a movie, a screener is like when they release a movie to like certain people. People will put it on the internet, but now they have tracers. Like if they say you like a new movie like Gladiator 2 coming out in November, you get the screener now, but now they have it coded so they know who they share it with. Back then, you get the screener, that shit was all online. Yo.
Yeah. I think I mentioned before because I remember that's how we watched Love Jones. First time we watched it y'all spot, Corey, E5. Watched Love Jones and we watched it. It was a whole crowd. Like everybody came. We won't just us, like a bunch of people came. But like every 5 minutes it'd be like, do not, this is a screener, do not distribute, do whatever. Like that shit used to come up on the screen. Like, you know what I mean? That shit was crazy. Different times.
Yeah. So let's get to the hotties of 1998. Let's go ahead and get to this, man. Let's go ahead and hit this list up. So these are the hotties of 1998. And after y'all said one about one particular person, I was like, damn, they should have made the list. So here we go, man. Carmen Electra at the left. And we got Faith Hill, Lauryn Hill, Catherine Zeta-Jones, and she's on there from the Mask of Zorro. And I got her name here. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Jada Pinkett, of course, Cameron Diaz, and Iman. These are the top ladies, but I hate to say it, but I need to add another one on here, man, because y'all said, man,
who's that?
Lisa Ray from Players Club should have made this list. What are your thoughts about this list, man?
Looking at this list, I remember, I think Carmen Electra was the hottest at that time. Like, she was everywhere. She was like dabbling on MTV and stuff like that. She had that look.
What was her talent? She
started pretty.
Kim K before Kim K. I mean, what did she do? I mean, you're right. She was everywhere, but like I don't even know.
She was the host of that MTV show when the other girl left, and that just was it. She was just pretty.
And her name, I mean, she had a electrifying name, something that you can gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? But all these women, they was doing their thing. What was Jada Pinkett in at that time?
No idea. Honestly,
what did the Matrix 3 come out? 99?
No, Matrix. I can't remember what she's in at the time, but I think in 98 it was when she first started on A Different World. I think in 1998.
No, A Different World was in the early 90s, yo. She was mad, yo.
Well, she's one of the top people at this time. I can't remember what it was. She was in a couple of from Set It Off the year before. That's what it was.
Set It Off came out in 96. Scream 2 in 97. She was in Woo.
Okay. So
Woo came out in 98.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Ali, what about you in this list?
Go back to the first one. Probably Carmen Electra. Honestly, besides Lauryn Hill, I mean, Faith Hill, I really don't know. I can't front.
That's
a blind spot. Yeah, it's a blind. I mean, I know who she is, but it's a blind spot for me. But Carmen Electra, as far as like, she was on fire back then.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Go ahead.
What about this list?
I mean, I don't like that Jada Pink got that coffin look on her. She got that white powder.
Who did casket ready?
She got that. She got that. Who did the body? The body. Who did the body? She's looking real good. You know what I mean? You know, black folks at the funeral asked who did the body. She definitely got that powder on her. On this one, I'll probably fuck with General Love Hewitt. Even though at the time, I only see half her face right now, but that's probably like because she looked mad young. Because I pulled some pictures from '98. She looked mad young in '98. She grown woman style there. So
Oops, sorry.
it's they're all beautiful women, yo. So good.
So let's go to
all, yo.
All right, let's go to the hunks in 1998. Here we go, man. Hunks in 1998. Ben Affleck, Mark Wahlberg, because he was in a movie called The Big Hit. Antonio Banderas, of course, from The Mask of Zorro. Shamar Moore was really big in 1998. If you know, he started out on soap operas. So Shamar Moore is on this list. And also on this list, Taye Diggs, because Stella Got Her Groove Back came out in 1998. Denzel Washington is just the top actor. So that's why he's on this list as well. Method Man made the list. I mean, I think this is in between or right around that time period where he had done How High, the album with Redman. Takal, yeah, there's so much going on at this time. So Method Man is now on the list, and my man Harrison Ford is on the list because he was People's Magazine's sexiest man alive in 1998. I did not know that, but that's why Harrison Ford is on the list. And this is the actual photo on People's Magazine that he's in. So
I see what he's trying to do, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any thoughts, fellas, before we go on to the couples of 1998?
I'm just reading the chat. Denzel, Method Man, Antonio.
Okay.
Everybody got their favorites.
It's a wide array. Anything on this page, ladies?
Ain't nobody say Taye Diggs.
Ain't nobody say Taye Diggs.
Taye Diggs says still around, but when we come back to '99, I got something special with Taye Diggs. So when we come back to '99,
okay,
because that's when the Best Man came out. I'm spoiling it right now. Best Man came out, but I got something special.
Oh yeah, when the Best Man come out, there's definitely one person that's going to be on this list when the Best Man come out.
But no, I'm just saying I got something special with Taye Diggs. But I will say this is all these motherfuckers. I mean, Harrison Ford was already one foot in the grave. Yeah, you can switch it up, but it's all these dudes. They all still active right now, yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah, the Method Man that changed his whole career trajectory.
Yeah, absolutely. He started getting into acting with How High. I mean, who would have ever thought? You know,
he had his own TV show, man. I'm talking about before this. I remember Redman had a TV show together back in the '90s, show or 2000, late '90s, early 2000s.
Really?
It was on Fox, yo. They had their own TV show. Yo.
Damn, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. But
now he killing it on Power, yo. He playing a lawyer on Power. He's doing this thing on it, yo.
Yeah, the ladies love him now because he's really into fitness too. Go ahead, Ali. I'm sorry.
No, I'm saying all the kids know him from Power now. They don't even know he's a rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. He's really big into fitness. All right, so let's go to the couples of 1998. Whoops, sorry. Let me get back to that. Sorry, fellas. My thing switched up here. All right, here we go. Couples of 1998. Here we go. First couple of 1998. We're going to go with Sex and the City. Carrie Bradshaw and Mr. Big from Sex and the City. You guys put your vote in for that. Also, we got AJ and Grace from Armageddon. Bobby Boucher and Vicky Valancourt from Waterboy. And Stella and Winston from How Stella Got Her Groove Back. I'm curious. You guys put in the chat, which one do you choose? we're going to go around the horn on which one you guys think should be the couple of 1998. Phoenix, I go to you.
I can tell you who is not. It ain't Big and Carrie. It ain't them.
Yeah, I agree. They're off the list for me too.
They're off the list. I will go Vicky Valancourt
and Bobby Boucher.
Yo.
Okay.
She was teaching them like she what he said, she showed me her boobies and I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did.
Stay away from the women.
I appreciate what you're showing me right now.
Yeah,
so it's between these three. We got AJ and Grace, Bobby Boucher and Vicky Valancourt, or Stella. Let's see what people are saying. So we got Stella and Winston.
Damn, you know, ask me. You just play your fuck Ollie. But this one
you look like you were something else. Go ahead. Which one do you think, Ollie? Go ahead.
Well, it ain't gonna be Stella and your boy Tay Diggs. There's a lot of that shit in the chat, but fuck that, because like after I watched this movie, I realized in my head I can never let my wife. She ain't never going away on no Caribbean cruise, girls trip, fuck all that bullshit. Especially now, this age, you'll meet your young boy, even though his hairline's fucked up. Look at that picture, yo. But either way,
it's the shell necklace show and the see
some shell necklace, like. Just say some bullshit, yeah. Like nah. All for like 10 years, even though I was a kid, it don't even matter, yo. 10 years that time, yo. Nobody I dealt with can go to the Caribbeans. It's probably to beat up to yo Armageddon, yo. I get to Armageddon, yo. I don't know their names because I don't remember the names from the
AJ and Grace. So Ben Affleck is playing AJ,
and that's your boy Aerosmith Dollar. Yeah, Liv Tyler. There you go. I knew it was something.
Steven Tyler's daughter.
All right, so let me see. Karen said. Oh, that's talking about Will and Grace the show. Okay, I'm sorry. I thought
Will and Grace is actually.
Will and Grace did come out in 1998.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They did. I never watched it though, but I knew of it.
I know. We ain't getting TV shows. There's a couple TV shows that came out in 98 that were good.
Go ahead, throw them out there before we go.
Throw them out there, man. Which one are you talking about? What you got?
Well, also came out King of Queens. Even though, because the only reason I fuck with that, because what's her name? Rima, Scientology chick. She got up to Scientology.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yo, she looked way too good to be fuck with your boy. But yeah, I used to be in love with her ass, yo. Oh my god. And I'm sorry. Another show that came out. It's crazy, yo. Because people that know my family, what I got an older brother, yo. My older brother, he's like he love him. But I don't want to say he's a thug, because he's definitely not a thug, but he related to lifestyle. So I used to go over to his crib and he had his friends over there. His friends, these are the most like thugged out dudes you'll ever see. They would be around there watching that 70s show. Literally back to back to back. Like these dudes, like, you gotta think this is like the 90s. I'm talking about before tattoos was like super popular. Like, but they all tatted, all braided up. Like this is like back then when it wasn't mainstream. They sitting around there watching that 70s show. Like this shit was motherfucking Martin, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, all combined into one. They used to love that 70s show. And I used to watch that from going around his house. I started watching that shit. I was like, oh, this shit is funny, yo.
Yeah, it is funny. You know, Ashton Kutcher, Topher Grace, Wilmer, Fez, whatever his name, Valderrama.
Yeah, we can't talk about the one dude no more, though. We can't. Oh, yeah. He got eliminated. Yeah, he got eliminated. But go ahead. But just in general.
I ain't going to say he doing time, yo. He's doing time right now. But yeah, they just did That's 90 show came out on Netflix.
Yeah. I didn't watch it, though. I said
it got good ratings. They said it was good, but it's probably gets was a different demographic than me.
Yeah, so. But I always thought it was just funny, yo, because like I said, the demographic that 70 show was geared for was not the demographic at that household. And every time we used to go around there, they used to watch that shit and be fucking geeking, yo. Like geek, like literally like crying, laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah. You said you never watched that 70s show, Corey?
No, I never watched that 70s show. I knew of it. I always saw it come on the TV, but I just never I mean, I've watched a couple of episodes here and there, but not religiously. I wish I did, because it's got a cult following on that. A lot of people watch that 70s show, you know. I mean, I wish I watched it, honestly. I just didn't get into it. You know,
the dad was funny, the mom was funny. I said everybody up there was pretty funny.
The dad and the mom were on that 90s show.
Oh, they are? Yeah, because they were definitely funny, you know. Like the dad and mom were funny.
I didn't know this though, but the Temptations TV movie starring Leon came out in 1998.
Yo,
I watched that shit to death.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a
Man,
good one.
That might be the greatest made for TV movie, whatever, ever to me.
I would agree.
Ever. Yo, the Temptations.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I lean towards the Jacksons, but the Temptations was better.
The
Jackson's good.
The Jackson's American Dream is good, but the Temptations is better though.
Once the summer man rolled out, when he rolled out that wheelchair, I was like,
oh yeah.
I didn't even be crying, yo. I was crying. Then I'm over, yo. I ain't gonna lie, yo. The first time I watched Temptations, yo, I had a tear rolling down my eye with blue. I was like, oh my god, yo. Like the Temptations was good, man.
Yeah. I want to watch that, yo.
I gotta watch it again. That was a good movie, especially Leon, man. He played the hell out of David Ruffin.
Oh yeah, I mean, for sure.
He played the hell out of David Ruffin, yo. Especially when they were like, David ain't showing up to the shows, and he like it's David Ruffin and Temptations, and they try to kick him out the group. He's like, "You gonna kick me out?" Tell him I'm the voice. You can't kick me out.
So you ain't gonna be shit.
Yeah.
That motherfucker walked outside.
He said, "Y'all just the Temptations looking for David Ruffin or some shit." He said, "I was just like." Yeah, that was a really great movie, man. I love that.
Another part that was crazy when they was in the studio, they started singing the song, the Papa Was Roast song. He's like, "Yeah, I can't sing this shit." He's like, "You know what? He know what it is." It was like his daddy died on that day. You know what I mean? Yo, but that shit came out crazy as hell. But you gotta be wild to do that, to be a songwriter and write some shit like that. You're like, I know his dad died this day. Let me write this shit. Like, yo, and you tell him, like, don't give my hands up or nothing. Just be like, sing this song.
Especially with the content of that song.
Yeah, that was and this is probably one of the best lines. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Yeah, thank you, Marie. That line, classic, yo. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
Yeah,
and that
still lives till today.
Yes,
that's a meme still. That shit came out 25 years ago.
Yeah, one of the best lines. Because in all actuality, he is right.
Yeah,
ain't nobody coming to see Otis.
That's it. That's why you know it hit. You know when I don't know if he said it in real life, but if he said it, you know that hurt. He was like,
oh yeah, that hurt hard. That's why he was always trying so hard to control the group, because he knew he won't shit. He was worse than Michael Bivins in New Edition. Like that brother was hanging on to a group. They could do the Temptation without Otis. He needed all of them. Yeah. You know, honestly. Oh man, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Best movie line ever, yo. Definitely. Yeah, that's great. Well, look, man, this has been great. We got to go back to the movie couples. There were quite a few out. It really got narrowed down to these two, actually. No, not this one. It got narrowed down to Bobby Boucher and Stella. These were the two that it got narrowed down to. So I got to put my vote in. I'm going for Vicky Valancourt and Bobby Boucher. That's my vote. Ollie said Armageddon, but a lot of people were either between these two. So I'm saying, yo, I don't want to have to give it to Stella and Winston. So I'm giving it to Bobby and Vicky Valancourt, man. There we go. They're the couples of 1998. But this was the everybody voted for the most. But this would be my personal preference. But this was the one that got two more votes than Bobby Boucher. There you go, man. Anything else you guys want to talk about, man, before we
Nah, man. Like I said, 1998, man. My first money I bought, first drink I bought with my own money that I was able to use my ID and walk into the store, yo. Was some Wild Irish Rose, yo. It was a mistake, yo, because Wild Irish Rose was
so your first drink was
that I paid for with my own ID.
Why? How did you? This would be like, yo, about Wild Irish is crazy.
I'm trying to think what was my first drink that I paid for.
But it was funny because like I got so tore up on my 21st birthday.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, I know I ain't want no Mad Dog. I knew for a fact I ain't want no Mad Dog.
Yeah,
but Kimon had so much liquor for us, so
yeah. School, we got to school everybody. I had older brothers, so it was already. But I'll never forget when I turned 21. I mean, I'm sure people can find me on the internet, so it don't even really matter. My birthday is New Year's Eve, December 31st. Boom. Me and my cousin, Anton, we go to the liquor store, December 31st. I'm like, bow. I'm about to buy this liquor. And we get in there, and it was like long lines, so it was rushing everybody through. And the lady didn't even card me. And I was like, no. I was like, you got to card me. She's like, I had to about my joint. You got to ask Anton. So I was like, no, you got to card me. Like, yo. Like,
I was really shocked.
I wanted to get carded so bad. I was like, no, you don't card me. Because they're just rushing everybody. I was like, because of New Year's Eve. I was like, no, you don't card me, lady. Look at this ID.
Yeah.
So it was good times, man. Good times.
Yeah.
I think the first liquor.
Tucks.
Yeah.
Always we used to go to this bar that had 10-cent wings. And we used to huddle together and because you couldn't take no wings out.
Yeah.
So you could all you could eat in there. Well, it's 10-cent wings in there, but you couldn't take them out. So we had our book bags. Everybody was kind of huddled up, putting chicken in their book bag. So you take it back to the crib. Yeah.
You couldn't beat that. 10-cent wings. I mean, you could get 20 wings for $2.
And they weren't pigeon wings. They was like real wings, yo.
Nowadays, a wing is $1.25. You go somewhere, you go, like, yo, you want 10 wings? That's it, $15. Like not whole 15 wingettes.
Yeah, wingettes.
Yeah, those were the days, man. Well, look, this has been great. Thank you, everybody. Cisco, Lord, you go to Cisco?
Yeah, only because we're in the school. It was a dude named Eric. Remember Eric that could shoot? Eric,
he shooter.
He swore up and down that one day him and his people ran out of gas and they poured Cisco in the gas tank. And Joe, he was like, "Yo, man, I'm serious. We put Cisco in the tank. It was in the job." I was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But he swore, like he took it to the grave. Like he was like, because he was like, "I'll never drink Cisco." We put that shit in the car. The car started up. We drove. Well, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Corey.
No, you good. I mean, I just know Cisco. We used to call it liquid crack because, Lord, man, that shit was lethal.
Even the name alone, Cisco, just sounds like it's fucked up.
Yeah. We got. I mean, this has been great, man. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end it here because we've been on for a couple of hours, and we just like to say thank you guys so much for just joining us as always. This is great. We always love running down the highlights of the years in 1998. We're getting to the tail end of the decade, but don't worry. We got a lot more in store on nostalgia of these decades of the 80s and 90s because we always go back and do the 80s and 90s. So the next time we do a live, it'll be in the 80s, 89. And then we'll come back to the 90s. But yeah, 89. So this is great, man. As always, if nobody knows, we have a Patreon page. So don't forget to go to that Patreon page and check that out and sign up for more exclusive content from us. But this has been really great. We really enjoy you guys. And we saw some new folks in the chat today. So this has been really good. Your engagement with us is great. And we see you out there. Trust me, we see you. Lady Carr, we saw you. The Moment. John. John Horschler's back. Okay, good to see you, man. Good to see you. But everybody else that always comes in and greets us, You know who you are, man. Karen, Chicago, Zozo Bob, the list goes on and on. MCAP, Vinz, as always, Marie Judd,
Retro Randy
Karen.
Savage.
So thank you. That Retro Randy Savage. Oh yeah. I'm going to get my glasses real quick.
And Vinz,
thank you guys so much, man. This has been great. But other than that, man, thank you guys. Check us out. Like this video if you haven't already, so we can go higher up in the rankings so more people can find this video. And anything else, fellas, before we roll out of here?
No, man. Good show, man. Good comp.
All right,
1998,
man.
yo.
All right, everybody. Get on out of here. All right. Bye.
Peace.